Windows 11 on a 32-bit machine sounds impossible. People said 32-bit PCs are dead. No updates. No future, no chance. But what if that was never true? What if your old system could run a modern OS again? This changes everything for legacy hardware. Hi, this is Neil from HT. Let's get started. Before anyone questions it, let's clear this up. Yes, this is a real 32-bit Tiny 11 by 86 build. You can verify it directly in the About page. It is based on the early leaked Cobalt by 86 build, then rebuilt to include as many modern features as possible. This exists for one reason: to keep older 32-bit systems usable in 2026. If your PC supports 64-bit, use that instead. This build is meant strictly for legacy hardware. There is no official Windows 11 32-bit version, so the closest comparison is Windows 10 x86. On stock Windows 10, the Start menu already feels cluttered. You get pinned apps you never use. Around 36 apps come pre-installed. Most cannot be removed. It feels busy and unnecessary. Now look at Tiny 11 by 86. The Start menu is clean. No pinned clutter, no pre-installed bloat, only the essentials are kept. Now let's talk about storage. A fresh Windows 10 x86 install takes around 15.8 gigabytes before you install anything. A large part of that space goes to background components and bundled features. Your storage is already consumed right after setup. Tiny 11 by 86 takes a very different approach. The full system sits at around 3 gigabytes, no extra apps, no unnecessary files. It is lean by design. Your storage stays available for what you actually need. Memory usage is where the difference becomes obvious. Stock Windows 10 x86 sits around 1.4 gigabytes idle on a 3 gigabyte system. That is not terrible, but it is not efficient either. Tiny 11 the x86 runs at around 800 megabytes on the same hardware. That is a clear drop in overhead. If you are using a 64-bit or ARM64 system and want similar results, you can use Velotic to reduce memory usage there as well. You sit down at your PC with a goal. It should be simple. Open, start, move fast. Instead, it hesitates. Loads pile up. Every click feels heavier than it should. Velotic fixes that at the root. This is not a surface-level cleanup tool. It takes control of how your system behaves. From the moment you run it, your PC responds the way it was meant to. Clean input, fast output. No friction, games run without random drops. Apps launch without delay. The system stays consistent, not just right after a cleanup, but every single day. Velotic watches how you use your machine and adjusts in real time. CPU and GPU tuning happens automatically. You get performance when you need it, stability when it counts. It removes clutter before it turns into slowdown. It shuts down background waste that drains your system. It keeps Windows intact while removing what holds it back. You gain access to over 500 proven tweaks. One action removes bloat. No guesswork, no risk. You install what you need instantly. No setup struggle. Storage pressure disappears. Safe compression frees space without touching your files. Everything stays intact. Your system runs lighter. This is not a quick fix. This is a long-term shift in how your PC performs, built over years. Used daily by people who cannot afford slow systems. Improved with every update. Install it once. Performance stops being a problem. Velotic, built for people who expect speed. Now push it further. Turn your Windows 11 into Tiny 11 or Windows 10 into Tiny 10 with just one click. Open Velotic. Go to Debloat. Press play on Tiny 11 or Tiny 10. One action. Full transformation. No data loss, no broken features. Same machine, completely different experience. Check the info section or the guide in the description if you want the full breakdown. You have already felt the frustration. This is the alternative. Now look at CPU activity. Stock Windows 10 runs about 108 processes, around 1,700 threads, and roughly 46,000 handles. That is quite high for an idle system. Tiny 11 by 86 drops this to about 60 processes, around 800 threads, and about 27,000 handles. That is a major reduction. The system responds faster immediately. Now let's talk about Windows Defender. Yes, it still works, but for a 32-bit system, I would not rely on it. Microsoft stopped actively updating Defender for 32-bit environments years ago. If you want protection, use an alternative. A common choice is Malwarebytes. Download it from the official site and install it normally. It can show false positives sometimes. If you trust a file, you can always add it to the exceptions list. Some tools, including system utilities, may get flagged due to how they interact with system files or the registry. This is often heuristic detection, not actual malware. If you understand what you install and where you browse, you can even run without an antivirus. But if you download from random sources, you should definitely use one. Tiny 11 by 86 is built for users who care about performance, privacy, and control. You get a modern Windows experience on 32-bit hardware without unnecessary load, lower storage usage, lower memory usage, better overall performance. Old hardware becomes usable again. If you want a system that stays fast and respects your resources, this is the right choice. You can find the install guide in the pinned comment. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. This is Harbor of Tech, sailing off.